I never decided to be part of the millennial or me generation. I've heard that nearly half of millennials rely on their parents for financial help. I think there's a very common misconception that we all have that luxury. Simply put, we don't. Being nearly 30 years old, I've always known I do not want to have children. I'm perfectly content with my beautiful, spoiled, rotten cats and constantly worry about the economical and environmental state of our fragile planet. I've had plenty of time to potentially advance my career. I never knew what to pursue. The idea of student debt is a frightening proposition. In hindsight, I could have gone into some kind of broadcasting or film job, but it's very saturated and there's no guarantee I could work or be able to make ends meet. That brings me to my next subject, home ownership. There is absolutely no way in today's climate that I would ever be able to own a home. Firstly, I work at a job that I enjoy, but it's only minimum wage. Surprise, surprise. Secondly, with our home starting in the $1 million range, my only hope would be winning the lottery. And to be honest, I would probably skip town if that were ever to happen. My social life is virtually non-existent. It's so funny how we're in the age of technology and social media, and yet we're so incredibly disconnected from each other. I will say that I'm a content creator, but there's nothing truly unique about that other than my autistic perspective. That sometimes, sadly, can be seen as limited or not equal to the rest of the population. There are lots of us who want to change that often misunderstood perception, and believe me, I'm working on it. If you happen to have baby boomer parents like me or the generation that followed, some, not my own, don't always understand what we go through. For instance, I've heard of parents who own their home and can't understand that their offspring will ever have the chance to be able to have the same lifestyle as them. That can cause some really deep family conflict, and I often wonder if a common ground or sense of understanding is possible to happen here because the divide is so deep. I would love to see affordable housing, an increased hourly wage, and more support. I also believe that healthcare needs more funding. We really need to consider how all these things impact our mental health because I truly believe the state of the economy, the planet, and our changing and dividing times impact us more than we even know. And it's not always positive.